The late Stanley Kubrick appeared to explain 2001, A Space Odyssey's ambiguous ending in a newly unearthed interview. The groundbreaking 1968 sci-fi classic famously ended with the character of David Bowman lying in a bed as an old man close to death. He then sees the monolith at the end of the bed, before being transformed into a fetus in an orb of light, looking down on Earth. Advertisement. Continue reading below. While no doubt open to many interpretations, a new 1980 interview with director Junichi Aoi has now surfaced on YouTube in which Kubrick is asked about the ending. Okay, we must warn you now to take this with a big pinch of salt, as we only hear Kubrick's voice in the clip, even though it sounds quite a lot like him, so it's not 100% certain that it's actually him speaking. Still, this is what apparent Kubrick had to say. "I've tried to avoid doing this ever since the picture came out. When you just say the ideas they sound foolish, whereas if they're dramatized, one feels it, but I'll try." The idea was supposed to be that he is taken in by godlike entities, creatures of pure energy and intelligence with no shape or form. They put him in what I suppose you could describe as a human suit to steady him, and his whole life passes from that point on in that room. And he has no sense of time. It just seems to happen as it does in the film. They choose this room, which is a very inaccurate replica of French architecture, deliberately so inaccurate because one was suggesting that they had some idea of something that he might think was pretty, but weren't quite sure, just as we are not quite sure what to do in zoos with animals, to try to give them what we think is their natural environment. He added, anyway, when they get finished with him, as happens in so many myths of all cultures in the world, he is transformed into some kind of super being and sent back to Earth, transformed, and made into some sort of Superman. We have to only guess what happens when he goes back. It is the pattern of a great deal of mythology, and that is what we were trying to suggest. Well, if it is indeed Stanley Kubrick explaining that, it's pretty mind-blowing, even if it is 50 years too late. Want up to the minute entertainment news and features? Just hit like on our Digital Spy Facebook page and follow on our @DigitalSpy Instagram and Twitter account.